Hey YouTube, hey YouTube, and hey Facebook. Hello, I am doing taco cups today. Taco cups. Okay. Now, I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef, well, close to it. It's actually 1.6, I think, something like that. It's gonna go in a muffin pan. Let me get that out. In the video, she was using a 6-cup muffin pan. A 6-cup muffin pan. Hold on, I gotta take some stuff out. I don't have a lot of it. And I'm using sorry guys, a 12-cup muffin pan. Two reasons. Number one, I don't have a 6-cup muffin pan. Okay. Number two, we might want more than 3 a piece, me and my husband. So 6-cup muffin pan is too small. Just like when we get the blueberry muffins, we get blueberry muffins or cornbread muffin things. You know, they always make about 5 or 6, so we always make 2 of them to make 12. See? I'm just going to put that up here. I'm going to go ahead and it's 350 for 12 to 14 minutes. Okay? So, let me scoot this over. I'll bring it back. I'm going to get the muffins. And I was trying to think, what else was I going to get? I couldn't remember. I've got my applesauce out. Apple juice in case I want it. I just drink it out of the bottle because it's only me and my husband. Okay? So, hold on, guys. Trying to figure out where to put some stuff. And my towel thing that I put over here to dry dishes. I gotta move it because it was on this thing. Okay. So, see my apple juice? I just drink it out of it. But anyways, it calls for 1 can of Rotel. I have the original, the one that just says original. But let me tell you something. I didn't know this. The original Rotel has some spice to it. I'm telling you. I caught it one day and I was like, what's spicy in here? Because I used to pick up a mild and a original and I couldn't tell the difference. I don't know. So I just bought the original, but they're a little spicy. So if you ever want completely mild, not 1 ounce of spice, get the Rotel that says mild. Mild. If you want just a little bit of spice, just a little bit, you can get original. And then they've got the hot, the real spicy one. But okay. We have, let me see, did I get this? Okay, guys, I'm lost. I had pulled it out before, but I can't. I thought I pulled out a second Rotel. I must not, so if I didn't, then this last can of Rotel is, I'm going to stir the first one in and I'm going to see if that's enough because she said 1 pound, it's 1 pound, but mine is 1 pound, 6.29 ounces. Yes, when I went shopping, I did buy, I got a, not Rachel Ray, Pioneer Woman, measure thing to measure, meat and different stuff. So I was able to exactly measure. So it's 1 pound, 6 ounces, 6.2 ounces, 6.29 ounces. Now I don't know what a pound is, how many ounces is. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But I took out a second one just in case. And since I'll need 12 biscuits, I got an 8 and a 5. So that will leave me with one biscuit left. But that's okay. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and put, and I was going to make it yesterday, but when I woke up, I realized I was having problems with my internet, and I couldn't realize at first, and then I thought about, I had totally forgot about putting the internet into my budget. I did, which doesn't matter because my budget's all kind of screwed up. But anyways, so I checked the app, and I was having a very hard time getting onto the app because of no internet. So I was like, man, how am I supposed to pay, or how am I supposed to look at it? But it should have cleared anyways because I have unlimited, so it shouldn't have been a problem. But when the thing came up that says keep trying Wi-Fi or use data, I clicked on use data and I turned off the internet. What I noticed is when we're limited on internet and don't have it, if we turn off the Wi-Fi, get out of there. Turn off the Wi-Fi, then the data kind of goes better. So this plate is just like this, but I'm going to put it in the sink anyway because I had the ground beef on there in the refrigerator because it was thawed out by yesterday. All right, I'm just washing my hands since I touched the ground beef. Put it in the pan because I wrap it. What I do is, what we do is we put a long piece of foil down. Then we put a long piece of plastic wrap right to the size of the foil. And then we put the chicken or the ground beef or whatever meat right in the middle. And my husband because he does it while I separate. Wraps the meat in the plastic and then wraps it in the foil, and then we stick it in a Ziploc bag. And the Ziploc bag has the date that we're wrapping it. And how many? If it's ground beef, I put how many? Usually it's 2 pounds. Almost all my bags say 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds. But this one, since I had it said 2 pounds, but I changed it. I put the 1.1 pounds, 6.29 ounces in that bag. I traded it off. I took out the 2 pounds, put it in another bag, and put that one in there because it only measured 1 pound, 6.2 ounces. The last of the ground beef I had. So I was like, I'll just use that for the taco cup. Okay? Alrighty. So I put mine on medium high. That's on 8 if you have numbers. Medium high. Okay? And I've got my ground beef smasher, and then I'll use this. Now, it said when we're done cooking the ground beef, you're gonna put some taco seasoning. She said 1 pack. I usually put, if I got 2 pounds, I put 2 packs, 1 pack per pound. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one. Well, I don't have packs. I have the containers with the and that's better when you don't want to use a full second pack, you don't just have a pack that's open and So anyways, I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons is 1 pack of taco seasoning. And it's the same thing for the ranch seasoning when you got a container full of just ranch, the ranch mix powder. Yes, 3 tablespoons is 1 pack of those too. But since I don't have quite 2 pounds, I'm going to put 3 tablespoons plus another 1.5 tablespoons. So that's going to be like 4.5 tablespoons. And I'll taste it to my liking. And she used a whole different brand. She's like, and I'm putting on my Dano's taco seasoning. And if you got that kind of container with the taco seasoning or the ranch seasoning, and you just want to sprinkle it on instead of measuring to your liking, that's fine too. But she said Dano's taco seasoning. I've never heard of Dano's, but it doesn't matter what brand you use. You can use the cheap brand if you want. Okay? And then, but you got to drain it first. Make sure you drain it. And then she said add a little bit of water. You don't have to add the amount that's on the pack or it says on the thing. It says like 3/4 per pack. You don't have to do that because we don't want that much water. And then you put the Rotel in there. Now, she didn't say drain it, she just poured it in there. So pour it in there. That's why I said I'm going to check if I need a second can because I don't have quite a second pound, but I might use half a can. Yeah. So then once you do that, then you're going to spray your muffin pan and you're going to kind of flatten the biscuits and put them in there and the sides are kind of up. You're going to fill it with your ground beef mixture. Okay, and then you're going to top it with some cheese. And you can use any cheese you want, but I prefer to use Mexican cheese because it's like a Mexican thing. So I'll do that. And then you put it in the oven on 350 for 12 to 14 minutes. Okay, because that's about the time it takes the biscuits to cook. So it probably won't take 14 minutes for me because my biscuits usually are done even a little bit before the 13 minutes that it says on the can. So when I put it in there, I'm gonna put 12 minutes, but I'm just gonna keep checking it. And get the cheese melted, then you can just eat them. And you can use them as a snack too if you wanna just cook those and make snacks. But okay. So and if no shoot, wait a minute. I forgot what I was gonna say. I did. I forgot. You know, I almost forgot where I found this recipe, but I found it on Snapchat. You know, when you look at those little short videos. Yeah, sometimes I send them to my husband to bookmark when he sees a bookmark, but some I don't have. So what I did was I just shared it to him on Messenger. So I just went to my Messenger. Well, I went to his and saw it there and just clicked on it and it came to the video. So yeah. Okay. Now I was looking on Facebook Cooks because I thought that's where it was. I found something called Crunchy Taco Cups. I was like, I don't think this is it. So I looked at it and what it had was tortillas. Okay? You cut up tortillas kind of like in squares or a bunch of them and you put them into the muffin tin and they will make a little cup thing, but it's made out of tortillas instead. And it added some diced tomatoes into there. We do have some diced tomatoes left over from another meal. Oh, when we made the ranch burrito, chicken avocado ranch burritos. So I might look at them. If they're still good, there's not a lot in it. If they're still good, I might just dump the rest in here. But, and then when you're done, if you would like to top it with some salsa or taco sauce, you know, just sprinkle some taco sauce over it or just scoop some salsa over it. Or if you just like to plop a dollop of sour cream, you can do that as well. But if you don't want to do any of that, you don't have to either. Or you could take it and just dip it in sour cream and then eat it and then dip it. Whatever you want like that, okay? So I'm going to open one Rotel just to have it ready. Just one. Okay, and if you want, you can keep the top on it, or you can just put them. Okay, I'm not going to open the second one until I'm 100% sure I want to use it. Let's see. Hi, Shannon. How are you doing? I know I've been slacking on my lives. I am so sorry. Since Saturday, it's been, because, what was it, Saturday? I said 3 p.m. because I wasn't sure what time I got home, but I got home 1 o'clock or a little after. So I could have got, but I got really tired and I just didn't go live. And then Sunday, I said 1:30, but I think time has, I don't know. I just didn't go live. I was tired. You know, sometimes I need a break, but I thought I was. Then Monday, yes, Monday I did go live. I went on Elizabeth Gibbs. I was tired, so I didn't feel like doing the Instagram, but I did, on Monday I did do the Elizabeth Gibbs. And then yesterday, I was going to go live on Elizabeth's Life, but, if you saw my post about my internet, so I did get it paid towards the end of the day or middle of the day. Sometime after the live would have gone. So I was just tired, but I did get it paid. But I put that because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it done or not. And I didn't want to say, oh, it's been paid, I have time to do it. And I already told y'all I wouldn't. So, okay, if you heard that one beep, that was just the oven saying it's done preheating. Okay? Now that's the kind of like when it has all these buttons, bake, broil, control lock, I don't know what, start, cancel, temperature, time, up and down. It's got oven light, it's got clock, and then it's got the timer. So that way when I push bake and then fix the time, it comes automatically on 350. But if you want it higher or lower, they got the buttons to do that. And then I push start, and then it starts at 100, and you can see the temperature as it's heating. You can see the temperature go up, and then a big beep when it's done. So, yeah, I like that kind. But they don't all have it. Most of them, well, the older ones, most of them just have a light. When the light goes off, it's done. Yeah. So, see. All right, let me do my thing real quick. Hold on. Chat. Okay, in a moment, I will go on YouTube through my phone so I can paste the Amazon wish list because I can't it's a big link to be typing it in. So let me do that here real quick because I forgot. Oh, and say hi if you come on. Say hi. I forgot to say that. Say hi. Comment. Hashtag replay. If you're watching the replay so I can see how many people watch it after I post it. All right, did I go?
I can't. That's why you came.
Hold on, guys. I thought I...
Jennifer, it's okay. I told you who you are. And these things happen.
You mean not well as in sick or the pain? Okay, the star messages down there, but you can read it in the top of the comments because I'm going to pin it. Oh, sorry to hear that, Shannon. I know it's hard. Did your insurance finally approve the shot? All right, there is the Amazon wish list. All right, I turned my table around to try to see if y'all can see the stove better, but I'm trying my best. Well, that's good. That's good. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm kind of blocking it too. See, I tried to move the table closer so y'all can see what's on the stove better. But then with me standing there doing my thing, well, if I was standing right here, y'all can kind of see it. But and like I said before, I will take the ground beef, tilt it to one side, and then lightly tilt it the other way, and the grease will come back, and I'll get like 2 or 3 paper towels and just use the back of this spoon and kind of rub it around to suck up the grease. Okay? I've seen somebody do it, and I was like, why are they? And everybody started doing it that way on these little cooking videos. And then I decided, yeah, because I use 90-10 ground beef, so it's not a lot of grease. Now, if I was using 80-20 or 73-27, that has a lot of grease, and that's take up way too many paper towels, and it would just be a pain. So I would have to just drain it. But if you've got a little bit of grease, you can do that. Now, my son would say, season the ground beef, even though you're going to put taco seasoning in it. He likes to season it before the taco seasoning. That's just my son. And I've been doing it too because he said that I never did it before. But here's my taco seasoning. So I'm going to go ahead and do it because I've been doing it lately since. So I'm going to put in a little bit of onion powder. Now you don't have to do this. I do onion powder. Let me see. Ooh. I do onion powder, garlic powder. I do salt and pepper, but I usually put the salt and pepper first, but I didn't this time. Oh well. So yes, because I've got a lot of recipes where you can change up the seasonings you use. But usually I'll let you know if you can. I guess anyone you can. There's no rule that says it has to be seasoned with this or that. Just a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. I've been using the other ones too, but this one, see how there's not many in there. That's all that's in there. So I'm trying to finish that up. But sometimes I just grab the other one and use it. Or especially if I have one hand. Like my other hand has something on it that I don't want to touch this with. I can't use both hands. So I just take that one hand thing and do it. A couple more meals and this pepper should be gone. Okay, wow. Maybe one or two more meals and that might be it, I think. So let me stir it. Usually you can put the spices in when you start cooking the ground beef, but I didn't think about that until just now. Okay, and when the lady sprayed the muffin pin, she just sprayed all over it, even if it got in the middle. But I have a habit of just spraying in the thing, and then I go take a paper towel and I wipe the excess that's got around it. I don't know why. But, okay. So let me get my paper towels ready. Okay. All right. So, I got 3 of them. I fold it over. And I might fold it over one more time, like that. Okay? So, y'all probably see me do this plenty of times. But I'm pushing the ground beef over to one side. Okay? Pushing the ground beef over to one side. Then just tilt it a little bit. There's not much in this because it's a little less than 2 pounds. But not much is coming. It's coming slowly. Okay, so I put the paper towel in there, use the back of the spoon. I'm rubbing it around. Some of the ground beef might fall back. Just push it away as you're rubbing. Okay. Oops. So then you take it, paper towel, and kind of scoop it up the side and hold it on your spoon and take it to the trash real quick. Now, if it's not real soaked, you could probably grab an edge that's still drying. Okay. Now, just turn it down. I'm turning it down to medium. I think it's better. So let me get I'm not going to put full 6 tablespoons of taco, 3 tablespoons per pack. And that's the same if you use the ranch. Now, hold on, guys. Yes?
Are you still cooking?
Yes?
Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do.
What?
Well, I'm gonna go to this Axiom place tomorrow and get a factory job. And around September or October, Zach should have his own place in Houston,
Okay.
which is where I'm going.
Okay.
I think it would just be best just to, no offense, but just to get the fuck away from everybody. You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
offense to you, Dad, or nobody, but I just need to get the fuck where nobody is.
Maybe you should.
Do my own thing.
Where are you gonna live while you're down there?
What was Zach?
Oh, he's gonna already have.
He's sending another guy that I think he's looking at getting a better one, so there'll be three of us. And it should be around September or October. So I just have to make sure I have a job ready when I go down there. That's all he asked of me. He just told me to make sure I have a job ready by the time I go down there. But trying to all plan it out.
Okay.
It should be, I'm gonna just work this factory job for now. That should be 12 hours, should 16 to 18 an hour. Hopefully they don't take my car in. And then I'll just go down there with him calling.
Okay.
Anyway, well, you can call me when you get off work. Get out and get your line.
Okay.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye. Love you. Sorry, guys. I apologize. That was my son. He knew I was on live, but he thought I was done. But I talked to him like less than 30 minutes ago. How fast do you think my lives go? Sorry, guys. This thing was starting to fall. Okay, so what I did was I put the water in. I put 3/4 of a cup. Okay, usually it's 3/4 of a cup per pack. So if I need a little more, I'll add a little more. But I'm only going to do, since it's 3 tablespoons per pack, and since I'm only at 6.29 ounces towards the second pound, I'm just going to put half of that, which is 1.5 tablespoons. So it'll be 4.5 tablespoons. Okay? Or I think before I measured, somewhere it said that 3 tablespoons was 1/4 of a cup. And so if you do it 2 packs, it would be half a cup. So I think. So it would be somewhere between 1/4 and a half cup if you just do it like 1.5 tablespoons. So it would be like between 1/4 of a cup and a half cup, somewhere like in between there. But I never pull out the measuring cup for that. I just use a spoon. Then, you can taste it to see if it's to your liking. 2, 3, okay, 3. Or you can just sprinkle it on. It's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to close it, but I'm going to leave it out because if I think I need a little more, I'll just sprinkle some on there. All right, now I did say, because I had to throw away my ranch seasoning stuff, that I was going to get some more when I went shopping because both of them were bad. It was a big one and a little one. I think it was one kind of like this for the ranch, but because I hadn't, so I'm getting a small one next time, but next time I shop, I'm going to get it because I don't need it for any of my recipes right these next 2 or 3 weeks. So I just forgot to get it. I didn't remember until just now. So, and I didn't write it on the list. So, but I'm already started my next list because it's only 2 or 3 weeks. It's not a month or a month and a half because I didn't have enough freezer room for all that. So I'm going to, I already started the list. I got something like milk and I've got a couple of things I know I'm going to need, or that I always get when I shop. So I'm going to write down the ranch powder or something like that. And then, okay, so I'll put in a can of Rotel and I'm going to mix it in. I'm just going to put in a tad bit more water I could use. That's it. Just a tad bit. And I turned it down on medium, like I said. trying to look at this to see if that's enough Rotel. Because if I only use part of the can, I'm not gonna save it because I won't use. But this is, yeah, it looks good. It looks good enough. And the cheese I'll pull out in a minute because I want it to stay cold because it's cheese and it gets hot in here when the oven and everything's on. Okay, guys. So I am taking out, took out these tomatoes. Guys, did y'all see that? Did you see that, Shannon? I'm glad they finally approved it. I don't blame you. Hey, you're laughing. You must have seen it. I don't know how that happened. The lid just popped off of this thing. Hold on, guys. Just gotta wipe my glasses. Some of the liquid spitted on my glasses. That was funny. Just popped off. Okay, just because they won't last much longer, and I don't really. Next, this Friday I do need, but I might need a little bit more, and this is not enough tomatoes. I'm making it's chicken pasta salad, but it's gonna have one kielbasa in there, the kielbasa sausage. One pack of it, just a round thing, yeah. Because the salad is a combination of a couple of different salads I've made before. Like, some of the salads didn't have cucumbers or tomatoes, but this one will. None of them really had boiled eggs, but they're going in there. So, like I said, it's going to have ranch and Caesar dressing. I promise you those two together in a salad is really good. But if you don't like it, you can just use ranch, just use Caesar, use whatever. Okay, so that's good. So I don't need the second Rotel. All right. All right, so I'm going to let some of the liquid, cook down. And it's on medium. While I start the biscuits, putting them in the thing. Let me see. Can y'all see me from over here? Let me see. I'm going to move my phone. Move this. This is just fun. Okay, let me get my spray. I use different kinds. Sometimes I use what I call it. I always forget. Extra virgin olive oil, cooking non-stick spray. This time I wanted to use, my daughter loves using this, the avocado oil spray. You're not going to taste avocado, so if you don't like avocados, it doesn't matter. You're not going to taste avocado. Just, I guess, kind of made into oil from the avocado. I don't know. So here goes. I'm going to spray. I'll just do like they do because it's when you do it just inside, it's harder to get around the edges. Okay. Well and done. Okay, if you spray it over the whole thing like that, it's easier to get around the inside of each muffin cup on the sides. When you just do it there, it's harder. There was something in here. Okay, I'm just wiping some of it, the excess off around the edges thing. I'm not going to get it all off, so it's okay because I'm going to wash the whole thing anyways. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so that's all done and sweet. So let me get this going. I tried to bring it over closer to you guys. Okay, the meat's just cooking. Okay, I'm trying to get this. Try them, guys.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oops, sorry, my Siri came on. Oh, can y'all see the? Okay, that's the muffin pan. And, and this thing popped before I even. Usually I have to push it with my fingers or tap it on the counter all the time. But this time, it did it on its own. Everything's popping. Okay, so I'm going to show you like about 2 of them, and then I'm just going to do it faster. Okay, so we want to flatten it a little bit. Kind of stretch it out a little bit and flatten it. Okay. Okay, then we push it down in there. Put it in there and push it down. Kind of push it against the edges. And then you'll have something like this. Okay, guys? Okay? So let's do that again. And then, and then just push it against the sides. Make sure it's pressed on the bottom, all the way to the bottom. Okay? Stir this a little bit. You can tell, sometimes it looks like you got a lot of liquid in there because it's kind of bubbling and stuff, but then when you start stirring it, it doesn't look like it's that much. And if it's, because if it starts sticking to the pan, that means it's getting too dry. So stir it a couple times, and then if you see it's done, then just turn it off if you're still doing this. Okay? Squeeze it down. Because you know what you could also do? There's a lot of things you can do with muffins. But I have never done it, and I'm just thinking about it now. I don't know why. But you can take it and, do the same thing like this. And, pull it out as much as you need to, as long as you don't get it so thin that you can see through. Put a little bit of a spoonful or two of whatever you're making. Like if you're making, I don't know, you could do it with this, or you could do it with like chicken pot pie, and then just fold one end over the other, and then like this, like a taco, and then squeeze the ends together. Or you can bring it up and about and close it like this. Okay? Y'all can do stuff like that and put whatever in the middle. Okay? Now I thought about doing that maybe one day when I make a, now I'd have to make a smaller portion because it's not a lot of biscuits, but they don't take a lot of stuff. But do some like chicken pot pie, put it in there, and just fold it up on all edges together. Not just fold over like a taco, no. Just bring all of it up and close it. The little pot pie cups. Something like that. Now that's probably already been thought of. Somebody's already doing that. So it's not like it'll be my recipe. Because it wouldn't be, because I'd be using somebody else's pot pie recipe. So Oh, splatter time. Probably just another minute or two, and then I can turn off the ground beef. Okay. Okay, I did half of it. So I'm 6. I did 6 of them. I'm on my 7th. And I've got one more after this, and then I'll open the little can. Because I bought a can of 8 biscuits and a can of 5. That makes 13, but so I told you I have 1 extra left. If you guys are only eating for like 2, like me and my husband, we usually only buy the 5 count biscuits anyway. See the little one? Because we eat 2 biscuits with our dinner, depending what it is. Like we don't cook it with every dinner. We just cook it with some dinners. Like we make hamburger helper, biscuits are good with that. We make tuna helper, biscuits are good with that. biscuits and stuff like that. So, and whatever you guys like it with, but yeah, we only buy the little one because that's 2 a piece. See, I had to push it. 2 a piece, and then there's 1 left. Either one of us will eat it, or we'll just leave it. For some reason, they look smaller, the 5 count. The biscuit itself looked smaller. So if you get a 5 count to add on to the 8, they are smaller. They shouldn't be smaller because they're not smaller biscuits. They're just a 5 count instead of 8 count. But yes, I'm spreading them out. Look, they are much smaller. Or you can pat them like this. But look, they are much smaller. I don't have the other one yet, but and it doesn't rise up as well. I'm trying to spread it to pull it up the sides, but it makes it thinner, but it's okay. It'll work. Because if I would have got, just take it, well, it won't be as easy with but if you, try to squeeze it like that with the bigger ones, you might be able to do it. But I push it down, and I have to kind of pull it up on the sides. Try to get it up. The other one's a little thicker. So I'm trying to push them down and make them thinner. I could have took one of these and pulled it apart and added some of the biscuit to but I didn't realize. I just take them out and put them in the pan when I cook them for me and my husband, and I don't notice that it was smaller. So just push them down. Get that in there. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. It'll keep it warm because the burner is still hot, but I'm going to put it in. Start putting it in a minute anyway. Okay, just wipe my hands from the biscuits, and I don't know how it did it, but some of the sauce from the, all right. Oh, it's getting a little sweaty. Okay, guys. So I'm going to, yes, it's starting, the volume is starting, so I know. I'm going to just leave the big spoon in here, but I'm going to use, I guess I'll use a teaspoon or a tablespoon because that spoon too big to be trying to put it in there. Okay? Let's see. It does, Shannon. Not that much time. I mean, just to spread them into each cup, it's not really that much. I mean, if you're making it by yourself or just for you and maybe one little kid, when I say little, I mean like toddler or like a 7 or 8 year old, not an older kid who eats a lot. You can If you have you can go buy one, or if you can make only 6 of them. And if you don't have a six count muffin tin, I'm just fixing some of them that are not. Then you can just use 6 of the muffin tins in the 12 one. You don't have to have a 6 cup muffin tin. Some people just like to, but you don't have to. You can just use a 12, especially if you use 6 sometimes, 12 sometimes, then you can just have a 12 one and use 6 when you need to, or use whatever. Okay? So I'm going to do this. Let's see. I don't know how well it'll work in the last floor because they were smaller than the other ones. I don't even understand why. So I'm putting the ground beef mixture. Oh, it wasn't even turned off. I must have turned the wrong one off. But it was only on medium, so I just turned it off. I was like, it's still bubbling, but it's bubbling like, because it's still hot. But no, it shouldn't have been bubbling that much. Okay. Get that in there. Let me get some tomatoes. That one didn't get any. Okay. Now, if you think you want to make more than 12 and you have like 2 muffin tins, go right ahead. If you don't and you only have 1 like I do, you can make these 12 and then do the others. After these are done, just take these out and put them on a plate. Now, if you want to, you can take all the muffins. I mean, all the biscuits and platinum. So when the first set is done, you can just put the other ones in there. You've already flattened them if you want. Because that would be 12 and 12 is 24. Then you need 3 8 counts. So you'd have the big one. So that's it. There's a lot of meat left. I have to watch the video again. See, there's that little spice from the Rotel. I told you guys it was a little spicy. Whew. I've got 1 left. But next time I shop, I'm going to buy the mild. Because this just says original, so I didn't know it was spicy. But, so, once again, if it says original and you don't want spice, then just get the one that says mild. Okay, there's a bunch of, even if I took out the 6.29 and only made a pound, because she said a pound, but a pound for 12 biscuits would have been a lot too, so I don't know. But I would make some more, but I don't have any more biscuits. If I did, I'd probably make some more. I only have 1 biscuit left. Oh, I'm looking in the refrigerator, not remembering what I'm in here for. I'm going to use Mexican cheese. And I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to sprinkle some on top. Sorry, that little spoonful taste got a... Because I'm like super hot and sweaty. But I still got the fan on me. I don't know why. But let's do this. But I'm going to set it for 12. It says 12 to 14, but my biscuits are usually done The biscuits usually take 13 minutes, but mine are usually done at 11 or 12 minutes. So I got to keep checking them. But this has filling, so I don't know. But I'm going to put it on 12 and we'll go from there and see. Okay? And when you sprinkle the cheese, it's going to fall all over your muffin tin, probably in the middle of each one. So you can either wipe it off or just leave it there and clean it up later. Okay, so we're just cooking biscuits and melting the cheese. Okay? Okay, there was just a few of these. I need a little more, and 2 of them I missed. I don't know how I did that. Okay, almost done. Yeah, there's a bunch of cheese all in the middle of the edges, so just trying to push some into the cups. But there's still some that's going to melt there, and I'll just have to clean it up. The only thing I hate about cheese is I try to get it off before I use a sponge, because the cheese likes to stick to my sponge when I clean it. So, alrighty. So, let's fold this. Okay. All right. So, I got them done. See? Okay. I'm going to take a quick picture of what it looked like in there, but before I bake it. Okay. All right, let's put it in here. Oh my gosh. Hold on, guys. I got to get a... Not that I used this to put it in. Hi. Being silly. Once again, I always do this. I didn't do it at the beginning when we first moved in here, but I keep forgetting to take out my 2 sheet pans. So, I mean, when I live somewhere else, when I have more room, sheet pans go under one of my cabinet, under where you put all your pots and pans and bakeware and stuff. They go under there, but here I don't have room for it, so. Oh, I don't know why I closed it. So I don't have room for it here, so I keep it in the oven. But all right. Timer 12 minutes. Alrighty, so it's in there for 12 minutes. Get those biscuits cooked and the cheese melted. Let me put this cheese away. Because guys, when I have stuff out like sour cream, cream cheese, regular cheese, I don't like to leave it out too much. When the kitchen's hot, especially because the oven's on. But I'm probably going to throw this last biscuit away. But yeah, I thought, even though it's only 5, I thought the biscuits would be the same size. Let me see. Oh, I know what might have happened. My bad, I didn't look when I picked out the 5. I didn't look. These are 5 biscuits, but the can is always bigger when I buy 5 biscuits. These are not Grands. They're just Pillsbury, but they're not Grands. That's why they were smaller. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Ugh. I apologize. My little can here dropped off the table. That's what I leaned the iPad against. Oh, tired. Look, see? The 8 count one says Grands. Grands. That's what made them bigger. See, even though the can is longer, it's still fatter. And I didn't realize that. And you can still get Grands biscuits on the 5 count. I always do. But this time, I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention because I was ordering online. So I must not have been paying attention because I usually buy Grands. So that's what the problem was. And if we had if we were living at the other apartment, or that car that was given to us to hold on to until the guy came back, if it was running, I could have asked my husband, can you go run over to H-E-B, our main grocery store, give me another 8 count, maybe another 8 count and 5 count. Because if I was doing 2 of them, that's 24. I could have got 3 8 counts, but just an 8 count. And make sure the 5 count and 8 count both say Grands. So I can make, or I could hold the biscuits in the refrigerator till tomorrow, and then for the leftovers, I can just heat up the ground beef just a little bit because I don't need to heat it up a whole lot because it's going in the oven, and just make some more tomorrow for dinner. Leftovers. I could do that because there's probably enough in here for 12. And I might do that if I can get over to the H-E-B. I don't know. I'm supposed to go over there to pick up some medicine, but I'm hoping I have enough money for that medicine. But remember, YouTube, I am going to add the Amazon wish list either before I end the video or right after. I'll go to YouTube on my phone and paste it there. I'll have to recopy it because once you copy something, it only stays copied for so long before, it just kind of disappears. Like when you, since all this time with the video, it's been almost an hour. It's probably not copied anymore, so I'd have to recopy it. But anyways, yeah, these are very quick to make, very quick. And yeah, Shannon, putting the biscuits into the muffin pan doesn't take that long. Once you get it, it's just bam, bam, bam. Just take it flatly with the hand, put it in there, press the bottom down, make sure the edges are pressed against, or press them up if you need to. If it's not wide enough, yeah. But some of the muffins around the edges were very thick because I couldn't make them too thin because they were a little bigger than the muffin pan. What I'm going to do next time, because the non-grand ones were not hardly that big for the 5 count. Now, if I got Pillsbury biscuits, same ones, but not Grand, would they be big enough to go in there? The 5 count wasn't, but with the 8 count, I don't know. They might be the same size. I don't know. But If it's too big, the grand's 8 count. If it's too big and like the edges are too thick, what you can do if you want, like get a plate or a cutting board, flatten out all the biscuits, take like, I don't know, let's go with this much, and cut it off one side of the biscuit, and then reflatten it, and then redo it so, you know, the edge that you cut off, you can cover that up and just make it look round again, you know, and then put it into the muffin tin and see if that works better. That might be an idea, because the grands might be a little big, but the non-grands, the original without the grands, might be too small. You saw they were a little small for the 5 count, and the 8 count was a little too big. So I would just get the 8 count grands and just cut off the edge after you flatten them all. But I would use like a cutting board or something big so you can flatten them all out at once. Because at first I thought it was because it was a 5 count, but I'm like, no, they should be the same size. It's just 5 instead of 8. And they've always been bigger for me, so I was a little confused until I noticed it didn't say grands. So, but like if you're making 2 of them, that's 24 because it's a 12 muffin tin. Then you can just get 3 8 counts instead. You don't have to buy the 5 count. Now, if I was only making 1 like I am now, and I wanted to buy 2 8 counts, I would have, let's see. I would have 4 biscuits left. Now, what I could do is I could make a second batch with the 4, or I could just put those 4 on a sheet pan in the oven and just bake them as regular biscuits and eat them. You know, you could do that too. That's just an idea what to do. I'm just not saving the biscuit because there was only 1. I'm not going to put 1 biscuit in the oven on a sheet pan just for 1 biscuit. But if I had like 3 or 4 or 5 biscuits left, you know, something like that, I would. Let's see what we got. It says 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So we're almost done. And then I'm going to check to make sure the biscuit's done. And I'm probably sure the cheese is melted, but I want to make sure the biscuit is done. So I might have to scoop one out and look at the bottom, make sure it's browned real good. Okay, guys? I know it does look good. I've never made them before. I never, like when I see a certain recipe that's quick and easy, or I see something or think of something last minute, I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. It's short, easy, and blah blah blah. But then I never think of it before, you know. But like I said, you know, it might take a few more minutes if you flatten out all the biscuits at once and then cut along the edge and then. But if you buy 3 8 count and you're doing them twice, that's fine. But if you're going to buy 2 8 counts to do 12, like I said, you're going to have 4 left. So don't flatten the last 4 out. You know? Or if you have ground beef left over and you have like 4 biscuits left over, what you could do is, like I showed you before, you could put some ground beef mixture in the middle, fold it over, and seal the edges. And then bake that. I'm wondering if that would work for my last biscuit. But instead of putting it on a cookie, well, I threw it away already. Never mind. I would put it in, but instead of putting it on a cookie sheet, I would get a piece of foil, a little bit bigger than that, after I put it together, and bake that. Because, you know, you can put foil on top of in your oven on the top there, on the top, and you can lay something on there. Now, I wouldn't lay heavy food on there because it might make the foil fall through the, between the rows. But, like, when we first moved in here, I did have a cookie sheet. I mean, when we first moved in the other one. I did have a cookie sheet, but instead of dirtying that up, I put a big foil on the top one, right? And we had some hot dogs and hamburgers that were grilled. His mom brought them over in a foil pan, and I would take some of the burgers and some of the hot dogs when we were eating leftovers and lay them on the foil and just let them go that way until they were hot. So that works too. All right, I'm gonna get ready. There's about 10 seconds left. So I'm just gonna lay them on top of my sheet pans right here. Okay, so let's do this. Trying to get it out without squishing the biscuits. See, they're very... I mean, the little ones kind of did puff out, but the grands puff out. Okay, so let me get a plate. I have 2 plates. One is mine, one's my husband's. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pull one out. I'm going to go with a bigger one because I want to, if it's done, then the little ones are done.
We analyzed over 10,000 questionnaires on male sexuality.
All right, so the bottom is nicely.
Homosexuals solicited sex from minors, engaged in high-risk behaviors, and led violent sexual relations.
See, some of this is not, but it's still done. But, you know, I'm trying to hold it and show it to you with a bareheaded. Okay. Okay. So now, hold on, guys. Got this, and it's almost done. I've got another one, but this one's almost. I guess when it gets to the bottom, it doesn't have that much of liquid in it. But yes, it's almost gone. So after we use this tonight, it'll probably be gone. Oh, we might have to open the other one. I got another one. That's why we get these big ones, because we use them a lot. And the expiration date is a long way away when you first find them. Like this expires.
I'm ashamed to say
It may be on the lid.
I never suspected he was a homosexual.
August 2024. And this is not the one I bought just recently. So that, you know. So I'm just going to put a dollop of Daisy. Okay. Oh. I should have took a picture of it all before I took one out, but it's okay. And once this, I'm going to taste it for you guys, make sure it's all good. And then once I know it's all good, then I'll turn off the oven. Okay? I'm just going to use this butter knife. It scoops out. Really good. Okay? So it's hot, so I'm bringing it over. Plate. All right, see? With my little sour cream on top. Looks like a little cupcake, doesn't it? Okay, ready? So, gotta be careful because the inside might. Let me back up some so y'all can see my face. The inside might be hot, so you gotta be careful of that too. If you blow the top, well, I got cold sour cream on top, but you could cool the top because there's still ground beef on the top that poked through. It didn't like cover over the ground beef, but when you bite it, It could be hot inside, just like when you bite a tortilla, or when I bite into my egg rolls I make, they're hot in the middle. All right, so let's do this. That was good, but it's sticking up that I got biscuit. I didn't get any ground beef. It's inside. Okay. So that worked. I just gotta wipe my face, okay? Alrighty, guys. Let me back up some so you can see me. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. And I know I've been on here an hour and 10 minutes, almost an hour and 11 minutes. But I promise you, when you make these your own, they will be quicker than this. You could probably, from cooking the ground beef to spreading out the biscuits in the little muffin pans, or patting them all out on a big board somewhere, and then just going plop, 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 or cutting the end off if you don't want it as big. Because like I said, the Grand's biscuits, they got a lot of the biscuit before you get to the middle. So, anyways, that should take 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, but I'm guessing about 30 minutes. So, it's about 12 to 14 minutes to make it in the oven. And if you can cook the ground beef, do that. And the other 15 minutes, it's probably 30, but maybe 40 minutes, but still not as long as, it's a little longer when I'm on video because I'm talking and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And I'm going to end this video the way I end all videos. I appreciate anybody who has come on here. I thank you. I want you guys to have a good rest of your evening. Sleep tight. And tomorrow I will be on live on Elizabeth's Life. Elizabeth's Life Facebook page at 1:30 p.m. Central. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah. 1:30 p.m. Central. And it's Elizabeth's Life, so I won't be on Instagram, but yeah. And then I'll be back Friday for my regular meal. That will be like I said, the chicken pasta salad with the kielbasa and eggs and cucumbers and all that good stuff, okay? And if you guys see this, I need y'all to pray for me. Well, pray for my husband. I need prayers too for everything, but my pain and everything. But sometimes I could be in pain, like my back starts to hurt a little bit now, but I don't always try to show the pain while I'm on live. But anyways, this week on Friday, I think it is, my husband has to go for his new job. He's got to go take the CDL test, CDLB. He's already taken the test for the permit, and it took a couple times, but he got past it. But he needs to take the test where he's gonna have to drive the bus and whatever they do for the test to get his actual. How with the license they ask that you do a test with questions, and then if you pass that for your permit, then you have to do the actual driving. Now, he's not going to drive the bus like a route, but he's a maintenance something. I don't know. He'll be cleaning up and driving just like a pickup truck around to collect the trash from the bus stops. You know how they chain a metal trash can to the pole, but some people don't even act like it's there. They just throw things on the ground anyways, lazy people. But anyways, it's right there by the bus stop. So, but anyways, point is, He'll be moving buses around the parking lot and doing different stuff like that. But and even so, why not? It could cost thousands of dollars to get your CDL. So if they're offering it, he might as well. Because some people can go non-CDL for his job position, but because he told me the actual bus drivers, they won't be done with training till late July or early August, sometime in August, because they've got more to test for and more to do, because they're going to be actually driving the bus and driving routes. And so, but anyways, so I appreciate you guys, and stay positive. Don't let anyone tell you can't do what you dream of doing. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow if you decide to come on my afternoon live on Elizabeth's Life. That's with an apostrophe S at the end of my name, and then Life, Life, okay? And if you're not following me on either one of my pages, Elizabeth's Life or my first and last name, my main page, Elizabeth Gibbs, then please come over there and follow. And if you see this on Facebook, if you're not following my other page, Elizabeth's Life, come over there and follow. Help me out. Stars help. Cash App helps. If you want to buy something for me for the Amazon wishlist, you can, but no big deal. But the Cash App and the stars help, and keep hearting and commenting 3 words or more, and share on this Facebook page so I can get some bonus. I still got none. I don't understand, but Shannon, if you could please share this page, share this live, my cooking live, and anybody else who comes on here to watch the replay, if you hear this, can you please share this live? And if you ever see any of my other lives, whoever comes on here, if you see any of my other lives, afternoon live or cooking live, could you please share? Same thing on YouTube if you can share. I think you can push share and share to Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but if you can share, please share. Okay? I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow if you come on my live. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. Bye, YouTube. Let's see.